Hare
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktaranda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktaranda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktaranda. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is Sunday. It is 10th of August. It is Bhadra Masa or Hrishikesha Masa. And it is starting of this month. And it is the Krishna Pakshami. And the Pajjimi Tithi or Pradipat. So today is the first day of the Krishna Paksha and also the month Bhadra Masa. Okay, so apart from that, there is one event today in the calendar. So that is Srila Prabhupada's departure to USA. It is 50 years ago. So we shall read some lines from the ISKCON platform. So can I request Jayavad Mataji to read few lines? It's a small part.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, till where do you want me to read to?
To the end, Mataji.
To the end. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. According to the lunar calendar, today is the most auspicious 54th anniversary of Srila Prabhupada's departure for the United States of America. On the 13th of August 1965, just a few days before Janmashtami and a few days before his 69th birthday, Srila Prabhupada boarded the cargo ship Jaladuta with only a small suitcase, an umbrella, a bag of dry cereal, some boxes of books, and a few rupees in his possession. He was about to embark on the mission that his spiritual master had given him many years ago. Srila Prabhupada had been in Vrindavan for every Janmashtami during recent years, and it was unthinkable for most residents of Vrindavan to leave Vrindavan for any occasion, what to speak of Janmashtami. Most elderly residents of Vrindavan took vows never to leave, afraid that they might die while away from the holy dham. But here was Srila Prabhupada, an elderly sadhu boarding a ship which would take him far away from Vrindavan, far away from India, to the land of the Malaysias, and he did not know when or if he would return. Mr. Sisir Bhattacharya, an acquaintance of Srila Prabhupada in Calcutta, recalls, when he left Calcutta harbour for New York, there was no one on the shore to bid him goodbye. He was alone. A lone fighter, no friends, no supporter, no disciple, nobody. Even if you call me, I was not a disciple of his. I was a disciple of somebody else. So I was not his follower. But due to shared love, I had very much respect for him. So I was the only person standing on the shore to say him goodbye, but no one was with me. I could not know that it was such an important thing. Although he may have appeared to be an elderly sadhu embarking on a hopeless mission, Srila Prabhupada was not alone. He was accompanied always by Lord Krishna. His departure for America was not happenstance, but in fact been foretold by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. Ebe naam sankirtan tikshana khadgalan Antara asura jivera felibe katya yadi papi chadi dharma dura dese yaya mora senapati bhakta yebe tathaya. Taking the sharp sword of the congregational chanting of the holy name, I will root out and destroy the demoniac mentality in the hearts of the conditioned souls. If some sinful people escape and giving up religious principles go to far off countries, Then my commander-in-chief, Senapati Bhakta, will appear to chase them and distribute Krishna consciousness. Chaitanya Mangal Sutra Khand, Song 12, text 564 to 565. Now exactly 52 years after Srila Prabhupada departed on the Jaldut, his ISKCON movement is thriving and ever expanding, and the entire world owes him the greatest debt, for his compassion and mercy has saved us all. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. So this is 2025, so it is exactly 55 years now. So this was, I think it wasn't last year's message, but we are reading now. It is 50 years. Yeah, it is all Prabhupada's mission. Now we are taking shelter of this Krishna consciousness movement. That is from the human's perspective. Okay, we shall move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय हरे कृष्ण in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So Vidura's inquiries from Maitreya Rishi. So he was speaking about to speak, inspiring Maitreya to speak more and more essence of Krishna Katha and quoting that essence and to speak more about Krishna and his incarnations. And he was mentioning Satra Dadhanasya Vibuddhamano Virakti Manyatra Karoti Pumsaha Harehe Padanusmriti Nirutasya Samasta Dukkabhyam Asudhatte. And once who has taken shelter of Krishna Katha and lotus feet of Krishna, he will be freed from the material entanglement and all his material miseries are mitigated and succeeded. So, because of that, please kindly describe Krishna Katha. Tansotya sochan avidhonu soche harehe kataya vimukana ghena chinoti devo animishastu yesham ayurudavada gati smritinam. I'm just lamenting about the people, two kinds of people. One is the impersonalist and also the materialistic people. And impersonalist people also compassionate towards the materialistic people. I am also worrying about both kinds of people. Tan socha sochan avidono soche harehe kataya vimukana khena. Both of those categories does not take shelter of Krishna katha. Harehe kataya vimukana khena. They're not interested. Vimukha. And in such a way, kshinoti devo animishastu yesham. And they are just Chinoti Devo Animishastu Yesham. They are reducing all of their lifespan. Ayurudavadi Gati Smritinam. And in such a way, they are wasting all of their life. Reducing their lifespan. Chinoti Devo Animishastu Yesham. The eternal time, it is very strong. It will take life of everyone in due course of time. But except the devotees of the Lord, Tasyadhyakshununita Uttama Shloka Vartaya, who are discussing the topics of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So here Vidra is lamenting about all such kind of people who are wasting their life. Ayurudavada Gati Smritinam. So after saying that one, Vidra is further saying, Maitreya Rishi, so Krishna Katha, it brings all auspiciousness to everyone. So please take the essence of all Krishna Katha and then quoting different kinds of Puranas and his incarnations and his pastimes. Please describe just like the honey bee extracts only the essence from the flowers, lotus flowers. In such a way, you take only Krishna Katha from Mahabharata and everywhere and then speak only that one and cite only the relevant parts, which is all auspicious. So please glorify Krishna in such a way. Likewise, Vidra is inquiring. So we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, chapter 5, verse number 15. तदस्य कौशार्वशर्मधातुः हरेः कथमेव कथासु सारम् उद्धृत्य पुष्पेभ्य इवार्तबन्धो शिवाय नः कीर्तय तीर्थकीर्तेः तदस्य कौशार्वशर्मधातुः तदस्य therefore tad asya his कौशारवा वो मैत्री ऋषि सर्मधातुः of one who awards good fortune सर्मधातुः हरेः कथाम eva of the Lord of the topics of the Supreme Personality of Godhead only हरेः कथाम eva कथासु सारम and the essence of all topics कथासु सारम उद्धृत्य पुष्पेभ्य and by quoting the essence of all the topics. So this is comparing like a pushpepyaha. This is essence of the flowers. Pushpagandha or honey is always bees coming to drink the nectar from the flowers. Pushpepyaha from the flowers. Uddritya pushpepyaha. Yavartabandho. Yavat atabandho. Atabandho is the friend of the distressed. So likewise, like a bumblebee, they extract the honey. Likewise, you take the essence of Kathasusaram and you describe. Sivaya Naha Kirtaya Tirtha Kirtehe. Sivaya Naha. So Sivaya is the for welfare. Naha for us, to bring auspiciousness for us. Sivaya Naha Kirtaya Tirtha Kirtehe. Kirtaya and kindly describe Tirtha Kirtehe. Tirtha is the pilgrimage, Kirtehe of glorious. So Krishna is called Tirthapada and Tirthakirtehe. So all wherever we see Uttama Shloka, Tirthakirtehe, Tirthapada, Padam Bhojam, everything addressing to Krishna. So here Vidura is asking to describe more about Krishna Katha. Taking the essence, if for example, Mahabharata is there. So Mahabharata is, Krishna Katha is diluted throughout Mahabharata in so many shlokas. So it is mentioned that there are 60 lakhs of shlokas in the Mahabharata, and around that 37 lakhs of shlokas Narada Muni has taken and then describing them in the heavenly planetary systems. And also likewise it is also being glorified in the Pitruloka, some lakhs of shlokas in the Pitruloka, some lakhs of shlokas in different parts of the three worlds, but only 1 lakh of shlokas are available in this world that Vyasadeva has compiled. So that we have taken the shelter of. That also is kind of dilution. There are so many topics about it. There is nothing which can be found in this world which is not in the Mahabharata. So, and also just yesterday, why one of the person was mentioning what is Mahabharata. So, all the Vedas, the 4 Vedas, if they keep at one side in a balance at one side, and Mahabharata is on other side. So, Mahabharata it will be more heavier than the Vedas. So, in such a way, one person was describing from citing from the Puranas. So to describe the glories of Mahabharata, Bhara means weight. Mahabharata means too much weight. So Mahabharata. So that is also one of the explanations of it. So that contains all topics, and out of all topics of Mahabharata is the Bhagavad Gita is the essence of it that Krishna has extracted. And then taking that Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, and then connecting to only Krishna, Kathasu Saram, the essence, and cite all other examples. This is the what we require, because taking Bhagavad Gita as the base and Bhagavatam as the base, we can extract essence from all other Puranas and everywhere. It is not that finding in Purana something like a non-essential part and then making that one as a center point, and people build other parts of it to support that non-essential thing. And then what happens? Because the ignorance would build up with that. So that is not right. But here we have to be free from the material entanglement. That is the essence of it. We must have developed all the good qualities, the similar to the Lord. So that is the most essential part. But people, they give because of the foolishness, they cite so many other things. Okay, so here Vidra is describing Harihe Katameva Katasu Saram, the essence of the Krishna Katha. तदस्य कौशार्व शर्मधातुः हरेः कथामेव कथासु सारम् उद्धृत्य पुष्पेभ्य यवात्तबन्धो सेवाय नः कीर्तय तीर्थकीर्तेः. The translation for this shloka. O Maitreya, O friend of the distressed, the glories of the Supreme Lord can alone do good for people all over the world. Therefore, just as bees collect honey from flowers, kindly describe the essence of all topics, the topics of the Lord. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, can I request Hemlata Mataji to read the purport?
Hare Krishna. But there are many topics for different persons in different modes of material nature. But the essential topics are those in relation with the Supreme Lord. Unfortunately, materially affected conditioned souls are all more or less averse to topics of Supreme Lord because some of them do not believe in the existence of God and some of them believe only in the impersonal feature of the Lord. In both cases, there is nothing for them to say of God. Both the non believers and impersonalists deny the essence of all topics. Therefore, they engage in topics of relativity in various ways, either in sense gratification or in mental speculation. For the pure devotees like Vidura, the topics of both the mundaners and the mental speculators are useless in all respects. Thus, Vidura requested Maitreya to talk of essence only, the talks of Krishna and nothing else. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. So whenever someone is asking to speak about Krishna, so that is Variyanyeshate Prashnaha Kruto Loka Hitam Drupam Atmavit Sammataha Pumsam Srotavyadishu Yah Paraha. So Sukadeva Goswami, whenever Parikshit inquired, the similarly like Vidura is inquiring Maitri Rishi, Parikshit Maharaj also inquired from Sukadeva Goswami, what is the essence of all this life? What is the main duty of a person while he is living and a person who is about to leave his body? What are his duties and responsibilities? What he should hear, what he should do, what he should not do. Likewise, he asked everything required and also in opposite to that. And Sukadeva Goswami appreciating that Varyan Yeshate Prashnaha. Excellent, you have asked best questions. Sukadeva Varyan Yeshate Prashnaha Kruto Loka Hitam Drupa. Those questions, they are all auspicious to the entire Kruto Loka Hitam Drupa. For everyone, entire world. Atmavit Sammataha Pumsam, and it will be appreciated and approved by all the Atmavit who understand the transcendental knowledge. Atmavit Sammataha Pumsam, Suratavyadishu Yah Paraha. So they are the best topics to hear. Likewise, there are many topics. Srotavyadini Rajendra Nunam Santi Sahasrashaha. People come together and speak millions of topics. What about your property? How is your dress? How is that one? How what they are doing? So many things. One should not bring out such kind of words from the mouth at all. I am doing that. I am doing this. So many other things. Just only Krishna Katha. So, but here we need to filter out what needs to come out from the mouth. So here Sukadeva Goswami says, Srotavyadini Rajendra Dunam Santi Sahasrashaha. So many topics, but Apasitam Atmanatvam Gruheshu Gruhamedinam. They do not Gruheshu Gruhamedinam. People who are in the Grustashram, not even Grustashram. Gruhamedi. Gruhamedi means who are not favorable to the executing devotional service, but they are in the family for the sake of the family bodily concept of. They are called Gruhamedis. Gruhastu means who is executing Varnashrama Dharma. So while he is at the same time, he is also having some sense gratification according to the Vedic injunctions. He is called Gruhastu. Okay, so here, but Gruhamedi, they do not take care of other topics. So there are many topics. These are all Purishima with Bhujaha. Again, Kapil Bhagavan mentioned that it is just like a pigs eating the stool. Likewise, all Gruhamedis, they talk about all nonsensical topics. Okay, there are many topics for different persons in different modes of the material nature. So here the scriptural, they are divided into number of categories, like scriptures for the people in the mode of ignorance, scriptures for for the people who are in the mode of passion, scriptures for the people who are in the mode of goodness, and on top of it, transcendental topics. Like the transcendental topics are the Srimad Bhagavatam. It is completely sublime. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, they are the sublime scriptures. For example, in the Puranas, Shiva Purana is the for the people in the mode of ignorance. And for example, and the Brahma Vaivarta Mahapurana, there are few Puranas. In the Padma Purana, it describes that out of 18 Puranas, 6 Puranas are in the mode of goodness, like the Vishnu Purana, Padma Purana, Narada Purana, and Garuda Purana. Likewise, there are 6 Puranas are there. They're all mode of goodness. And Brahmanda Purana, Brahma Vaivarta Mahapurana. So they are like that. Let us go through those Puranas just to see. But sometimes people, if they are trying to come with a justification, that they also quote something like that. Oh, in this Purana, this God is mentioned. Why you are speaking like that? So our devotees have described this one. Okay, category of material modes. So in this one, there are 18 Puranas. So Vishnu Purana, Naradi Purana, Padma Purana, Garuda, Varaha, Bhagavata Purana, and Mashya, Kurma, like that. So out of this, um, belong to the mode of goodness. See, oh beautiful one. See, this is also comes from the Vishnu Purana, Narada Purana, auspicious Bhagavata Purana, and the Garuda, Padma, and Varaha Puranas all belong to the mode of goodness. They're all considered auspicious. And know that Brahmanda, Brahmavaivarta, Markandeya, Bhavishya, Vamana, and Brahma Puranas belong to the mode of passion. So this is again this and then Mashyam Kurmam Tada Laingam and Shaivam Skandham Tadaivacha Agneyam Cha Shadyetani Tamasani Nibhodata. Tamasani Nibhodata. And know that the 6 Puranas belongs to the mode of ignorance, the Mashya, Kurma, Linga, Shiva, Skanda, and Agni Puranas. The results of these reading Puranas has also been mentioned by Lord Shiva as follows. Satvika Mokshada Prokta Rajasaha Sarvada Shubhaha Tataiva Tamasa Devi Niraya Prapti Hetavaha Tataiva Smutaya Prokta Tribihi Trigunan Vitaha. Satvika Puranas are said to be give liberation. Rajasika Puranas is everything inauspicious. And Tamsika Puranas cause one to go to hell, or devil. Or, so, O Devi, O Parvati. Likewise, thus they should be remembered as endured by 3 gunas. Padma Purana, Uttarakanda. This is described in the Padma Purana. So the statements of the Shiva scripture should be accepted only when they agree to the Vishnu scriptures. Lord Vishnu is the only the supreme Lord. And acknowledge of him is the path to liberation. This is the conclusion of all the scriptures. Any other conclusions are meant only to bewilder the people. This is Lord Shiva says to Kartikeya in the Skanda Purana. So that one must be understood. What are the topics where one has to take shelter? But Srimad Bhagavatam is the Amala Puranam. It is completely tada परमो निर्मत्सराणां शतम् धर्मप्रोञ्जित कैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां शतम् वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तुशिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सज्जो हृदि और्ध्यतेऽत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिः तत्क्षणात्. So this Vyasadeva in the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, it mentions that it is paramo nirmatsaranam satam. It is for the sake of the devotees who are completely freed from the three material modes of nature. Paramo nirmatsaranam satam. And it is tapatriyonmulanam. Vedhyam vastamatra vastu sivadam tapatriyonmulanam. It will root out all the miseries from the one's life, all the materialistic miseries. So these are many topics for different persons in the different modes of material nature. But essential topics are those in relationship with the Supreme Lord. Unfortunately, materially affected conditioned souls are all more or less are averse to the topics of the Supreme Lord, because some of them do not believe in the existence of God, and some of them believe only in the impersonal feature of the Lord. So this is Krishna also mentions in the Bhagavad Gita, some are envious of him because of his glories, due to the enviousness. They will look at Krishna as jealous. Why Krishna is enjoying like with all the gopis, only he? Why don't I? So enviousness, and also many other ways, according to their mode of enviousness. Okay, those people. And even though they may accept like the impersonal feature of the Lord, Supreme Brahman is the ultimate, they wanted to merge because they do not want to accept the person. But actually, without the person, how can anything would accept? For example, in a home, the father is earning livelihood and then he is supplying everything. But the mother is cooking and maintaining the home. Children think that my mother is doing everything, but they do not see that directly father is earning from the behind. The children they think that mother is doing everything. So likewise, material nature is doing everything. Like people, they think that, and they think that there is no one else. And sometimes children, in such a way, they will try to argue with the parents and father, the foolish children. Okay, that is how things would happen. So there is no God, and only they believe only in the impersonal feature of the Lord. So that is just kind of egoness. In both cases, there is nothing for them to say of God, because they do not accept the personality of Godhead. So both the non-believers and the impersonalists deny the existence of all topics. They both deny, non-believers and impersonalists. Therefore, they engage in the topics of relativity in various ways, either in sense gratification or in mental speculation. Okay, so both they do not get any happiness at all. Mental speculators, they may be always contemplating, they cannot stand on one particular point. That is called mental speculation. Always. So this is Krishna says, Tato dustangam srujja sattu sajjeta buddhiman santa eva sachindanti mano vyasangam mukti bihi. Mano vyasangam mukti bihi. Or leave all mental speculations. Tato dustangam usrujja sattu sajjeta buddhiman santa eva sachindanti. So devotees, they will cut off all the bad association and also mental speculators. And leaving all mental speculation, they take to the devotional service. Okay, and so many other ways by this spent mental speculation. Tapasvino, dhanapara, isispino, manasvino, mantrivida, sumangalaha, kshemam na vindanti vina yadarpanam tasmai subhadrasrevase namo namaha. Even one can do mental speculate. He need to bring dovetail all those topics in relation to Krishna. Then that will become pure. Tapasvino, Dhanapara, Yasasvino, Manasvino. Manasvino is the mental speculator. Manasvino, Mantravida Sumangalaha. All this auspiciousness it will not be brought unless it is dovetailed with Krishna. Kshemam na vindanti vina yadarpanam, unless they're all offered to Krishna. Tasmai subhadrasya namo namah. So this is mental speculations. For pure devotees like Vidra, the topics of the both mundaners and mental speculators are useless in all respects. Thus, Vidra requested Maitreya to talk of the essence only, the talks of Krishna and nothing else. That is all auspiciousness. So Lord Brahma, he says, Tadvaidum bhona mangala mangalaya dhyani spanam dasito upasato ka. This is again, what is the shloka comes? It is Tadbhaidum Bhona Mangala Mangalaya Jhanes Manu Dasitum Tam Upasakanam Yona Druto Narakbagbihi Asat Prasangaihi. This one, Asat Prasangaihi, it comes from the chapter 9 and of 9th, the third canto, and shloka number 4. He describes that particular thing. Let me just see that one. That is a very rememberable shlokas, and also one has to recite those shlokas all the time for their benefit. Let me just bring that shloka. Where is that? And if they speak any other unnecessary topics, yona druto narkabagbihi asas prasangaihi. तद्वायुं भुवनमङ्गलमङ्गलाय ध्याने स्मनोदर्शितं त उपासकानं तस्मै नमो भगवते अनुविधेम तुभ्यं यो नादृतो नरकबाग्भिः असस्त्रसङ्गैः. Can I request Gauringi Mataji to read the translation? Jai Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna, thank you. This present form or any transcendental form expanded by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, is equally auspicious for all the universes. Since you have manifested this eternal personal form upon whom your devotees meditate, I therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Those who are destined to be dispatched to the path of hell neglect your personal form because of speculating on material topics. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So this is Narakabagbihi, the path of hell, who neglect the topics of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Personal form because of speculating on the material topics. This is Tadbhaidam Bhuna Mangala Mangalaya Dhyani Smano Dasitam Ta Upasakanam Tasmai Namo Bhagavate Anuvidema Tubhyam Yo Anadruto Narkabagbihi Asat Prasangaihi. This is Asat Prasangaihi. Topics, the material topics. They are Narkabagbihi. Okay, so by persons destined for hell, they speak about Asat Prasangaha. Okay, so here Vidra is requesting Maitriyushti to speak about only Krishna Katha, nothing else. And there is again one more thing here. Again, Jayavad Mataji, would you like to read this particular translation as well? Okay, let me just. Or you can decide, read the shloka as well, Mataji.
No, Hare Krishna. Nunam daivena vihata ye chachuta katha sudam hitva shranavyanti asad gataha Purisham eva vid bhujaha. Such persons are condemned by the supreme order of the Lord because they are averse to the nectar of the activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They are compared to stool-eating hogs. They give up hearing the transcendental activities of the Lord and indulge in hearing of the abominable activities of materialistic persons. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So this is why Vidra is inquiring only about Krishna's topics, nothing else. Everyone else are comparing to, okay, so that particular part, that particular category. Thank you so much, Mataji. So that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Here Vidra is inquiring. Um, तदस्य कौशार्व शर्म धातुः हरेः कथामेव कथासु सारम् उद्धृत्य पुष्पेभ्य इवात्तबन्धो शिवाय नः कीर्तय तीर्थकीर्तेः. Okay, that is Srimad Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam teacher. We shall move to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today letter to Rupanagar, October 28, 1970, Bombay. Okay. Do you have Gaurangi Mataji to read the Prabhupada's letter?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Okay. My dear Rupanuga, please accept my blessing. I have received your letter dated October 6th and have uh, noted the. Sorry, Prabhuji, I will wear my glasses. Okay. Noted the contents carefully. Formally, I issued one circular letter requesting all GBC members who are journal secretary also to give me a fortnightly report of the activities in his uh, jury, jurisdiction, but I am not receiving. I have received no letter since a very long time from Karanadhara, and I am very interested to know how things are going in LA. We have a great responsibility time for to pay 2000 monthly to the church trustees. In regard to my activities here, I am trying to open many centers here in India. I have sent the sannyasis letter requesting them to preach from different centers. I am glad the Subala Das Swami has gone to Amsterdam. Similarly, the other three may go to other places. Why they are together? Sannyas means they should travel extensively, create create new centers and new devotees, and that is sannyasa business. Also, they can create life members. We are making life members here in India and getting a good response. The membership plan is as follows. Okay. Life member receive all a life member receive all our books, those for published, as well as all future publication, as well as a lifetime subscription to BTG. He is also free to visit any of our temples, take prasadam there, and stay there if he likes. Uh, Price is 1,111 rupees, 712 rupees per dollar. B. Donor member receive all our um, literature tools for published as well as a lifetime subscription to BTZ. Price is 555 rupees. C. Subscription member receive a lifetime subscription to BTG. Price is 222 rupees. D. Common member receive a 1 year subscription to BTG. Price is 33 rupees. So this same system may be introduced in other parts. In regards to how Swami Tirtha's name came up, and so many other things. Forget all these past incidents. Let us know, work with new life and a new vigor. That your confidence in Subala Swami has been restored in is nice. Actually, they are all nice boys, but Maya has made them something else. In the course of time, they will all become nice again. I have seen Ekendra's artwork. See that he is taken care of nicely and he will become Krishna conscious. I hope this meets you in good health. Your ever well wisher, AC Bhakti Vedanta Swami. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji. Any takeaway points, Mataji, from this letter?
Yeah, Prabhupada mentioned he talking about um, a letter and responsibility for Karanadhara or Rupanuga. He mentioned about Karanadhara and he opening center. Then he said some money and he received uh, a letter from different center. Then he want to do open centers. Then he also mentioned Subala Daswami and uh, many things mentioned about this letter. Prabhuji, I cannot say properly, so you can explain. Then he said Swami. Then how to do Swami do thing. He mentioned every subscription about that, Prabhuji. So you will explain, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Very nicely read this letter. Okay, any other comments, dear devotees? Jaivad Mataji wanted to add any points?
No, I just think he's busy spreading Krishna consciousness in India, building many centers, and he wants his disciples to do the same. He mentioned that I think Swami Tirth's name twice, I think, in one of the other letters as well, and he's assuring people not to worry too much about anything that has happened in the past, but let's move forward and just concentrate on spreading Krishna consciousness. And then I think he mentioned about Subala Swami, the confidence again, I think sometimes young disciples, when they are very new, probably they might get distracted or whatever, and taken by Maya a little bit, but he's happy that they are all sort of like settling down and coming back again. And he's just asking people to be patient and give time, and over time they will all be good again. Nothing else. I think he's not sure of anything else. Ekandra's artwork, I suppose his disciple Ekandra is very good with artwork, and in another letter also he had mentioned people should be doing more artwork of the different pastimes or anything like that of Krishna, and use their ability. If they've got an ability, use it to do the work of Krishna. So he's very happy with that as well. I don't think, because Mataji has covered other things anyway, so I don't think there's anything more I can add.
Hey Krishna, thank you so much, Mataji, for nicely summarizing that one. Okay, that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. So it is encouragement and giving some tips how to bring how to bring the conditioned souls to the society in a different with different subscriptions.
I think one thing was where there were three of them going together. I think he felt maybe they should split and go elsewhere. Is that correct, Prabhuji? Where three of his disciples were together. Why are they together? He wants them to go elsewhere and cover other regions separately. Is that what he means there in this? Yeah, this paragraph here. I've sent the sannyasis letters.
Preach from different centers.
Yeah. I suppose he wants them to spread out rather than all concentrate on one center. And so the more you spread out, the more wider the movement becomes. Is that what he means?
Yes, Mataji. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sannyasi business means he needs to go and then create new members and accept disciples like that. We have got in the sannyasa there are 4 levels. So first level is the kutichika. Kutichika means a person who has accepted sannyasa. Initially, he depends on his family. And then second level, he doesn't depend on his family. So bahudaka. And that at the stage, he just go to the door to door and beg for alms, and then that is second level. And parirajika, so he does not wanted to just simply depend on the society. He wanted to give and help the society as that is parirajika, preaching Krishna consciousness. They are wandering throughout the world. That is sometimes we see Om Parirajika Acharya Ashtotra Hida Shri Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Shri Prabhu. That is wandering around the world. Parirajika means wandering around the world, preaching and accepting the disciples like that.
Puji, thank you for explaining that word, because I always wondered what that means, because even with Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's name as well, that word is used, and I never knew what that meant. Thank you for explaining.
Thank you, Mataji. And the 4th level is the Paramhamsa. Paramhamsa is after preaching, and now they have done enough. Their body is no more cooperating. Now they come to the holy dham, and where they spend in hearing Krishna Katha and reflecting all of their life in connecting to Krishna. That is Paramhamsa stage. Okay, so that Paramahamsa stage, the Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna's beautiful pastimes, they will relish more and more.
So Prabhuji, with Bhakti, is it Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's name, both these words are used. Is that correct?
Yes.
So that means he's spreading Krishna consciousness, is going elsewhere. And Parmahans means, what did you say? Prabhuji?
Paramahamsa is the one who has completely executed devotional service, and he is now back to the holy dham where he spent the rest of his life.
Okay.
That is Paramahamsa. He has done everything what needs to be done.
And so that is when somebody has departed.
Not departed, still in the body.
Still in the body. Sorry.
Yes, still in the body. But he is now understanding. Tada Paramhamsana Muninam Amalatmanam Bhakti Yoga Vidanardham Katam Pashyamihi Sriyaha Kunti Maharani prayers. Tata Paramahamsanam, the Lord appears for the Paramahamsas. The Hamsa is the swan. It has the capacity. If we just mix milk and water, the swan, it separates the milk with its tongue and then drink only the milk part and leaving the water part aside. So that is the Paramahamsas. They take only Parama means superior nature, superior nature, or anything belongs to Krishna. That is Parama, and Hamsa, the activity of Hamsa is applying to the devotees. How they take only the essence of everything about the Supreme Lord and leave everything else aside. Paramahamsa. Parivrajaka Acharya. So Acharya means giving as a model to everyone else, wandering around the world and preaching Krishna consciousness and teach the same thing to the disciples also. They will also take the sannyasa, they will also wander and preach Krishna consciousness. Like Prabhupada has done here. He is wandering and preaching Krishna consciousness and addressing them. mm, Other three may go to the other places, and sannyasas mean they should travel extensively, create new centers and new devotees. That is sannyasa business. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Any other comments or questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. So Parivarjakacharya means wandering around,
Yes.
going one place to another.
Yes. Let us see. Levels is gone. Just I'll show you those four. Sanya. Okay. So four stages of the sannyasa. So here, Srila Prabhupada's words, let us see what he is giving. In the sannyasa order, there are four stages. Mataji, would you like to read, Mataji?
Yeah, okay. In the sannyasa order, also there are 4 stages of upliftment towards perfection. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.3.13 purport. In the sannyas order, also there are 4 stages of upliftment towards perfection. These stages are called Kutika, Badhuka, Parivarchakacharya, and Paramhansa. The Paramhansa stage of life is the highest stage of perfection. This order of life is respected by all others. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So here, Prabhupada, one statement here, especially pure bhakti yoga is understood by the Paramhamsas. This is Kunti Devi has specially mentioned that Lord descend. This is the paritranaya sadhunam, especially to avoid bhakti yoga to the Paramhamsas. This is one statement. Let us go into one little bit more. Parivrajikacharya. So where Prabhupada describes about it.
It is known as Parivarjakacharya. It says, if you come down a little. No, bit more up, Prabhu.
Up.
No, down. Sorry, down. In the third,
In the third one, Mataji.
or maybe fifth. Canto fifth. I just saw it is called Parivarjikacharya.
Yeah, we'll just to go there. So in the Parivrajikacharya, so here,
Yes, it is. He is known as Parivarjikacharya.
so here it is. When the sannyasi is more experienced,
He travels all over the world to preach the glories of Lord Vasudeva. He is then known as Parivarjikacharya.
continue Mataji until
Yeah. The sannyasi reaches the Paramhansa stage when he finishes his preaching work and sits down in one place strictly for the sake of advancing in spiritual life. An actual Paramhans is one who completely controls his senses and engages in the unalloyed service of the Lord. So, Prabhu, when Prabhupada became Paramhans, did he reach that stage?
Yes, so in the 1975, Prabhupada, 1977. So I think it was the time Prabhupada's gradually reducing his activities by the June, July something. And then he came to Vrindavan Dham and then stayed there and then left this material world during the November period. 1997, sorry, 1977. So until that point, this is the Paramahamsa stage. He has done everything what he needed to do. When he finishes his preaching work and sits down in one place. So by the time itself, he has advanced all of his spiritual life. And he has control over all the senses. No anger and no greedy, no lust. So one can see all these qualities in the devotees, the pure devotee or Paramahamsa.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, Radhanath Swami and Gaurang Darshan Das or Gaurang Das and Keshav Swami, all those they travel everywhere and spread Krishna consciousness. Is this title given after a certain time, or is there like how is this title given to them?
Yeah. Title comes. So once we finishes, for example, I have completed 10th class. When I pass a 10th class, then I will be given a 10th certificate. I pass a degree, I get it. Once I cross the Kutichika stage, then I got a enter into the next stage. Then I get a Kutichika certificate. And once I enter into Parivrajika stage, then I will get the Bahudaka certificate. And once I finished with Parivrajika Acharya successfully, that is preached entire world, and then come to the Paramahamsa stage, then I will get Parivrajika. Once by in that Paramahamsa stage, once we leave this body, so that means I have lived like a Paramahamsa during that time.
Okay.
But we cannot give the title in the beginning itself.
In the beginning when they are still going around. Yeah, okay, thank you.
Though they are Paramahamsas, but title is given at the end.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. So, have they given Paramhansa title in when we read Prem Dhani prayers? Is there Paramhans comes somewhere?
In our prayers, this is Kunti Maharani prayer, Tada Param.
No. Prem Dhani prayers when we do.
In the Premadhvani prayers, this one, Paramahamsa comes here.
Oh, yeah. Vishnupad Paramhans. Yeah. Okay.
Paramahamsa Parivajika Acharya Astotra Shata.
Okay, thank you, bro.
And same title for even Bhaktivinoda Thakur also comes.
Okay.
That is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. Comes from the announcements point of view. we are coming nearer to Sri Krishna Janmashtami. So that is on 16th, that is next Saturday. Hope all devotees might be busy. Apart from that, from our Sangha perspective, tomorrow is teachings of Lord Chaitanya at evening at 8 p.m. So that is our upcoming event, a regular event, and the devotees. And we have got Gauri Mataji here to update any uh, experiences from the Friday's Satsanga at Mataji's home. Hare Krishna Gauri Mataji. You wanted to share anything, Mataji?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji, Friday is very memorable day, Prabhuji, that day. The many, I think, not many, but someone is coming from Reading. They are the Prabhuji knows them. The new people, we don't know each other, but they are coming. Then our Sangha, Mataji Hemlata Mataji also came. Then is someone I don't know them, but they came from Bournemouth. Uh, then we meet each other very friendly and very nicely, Prabhuji. And the program was late start, but it was nice, Prabhuji. They are also happy. We also happy. Then everybody like that program. I think Mataji explained him that Mataji I cannot say Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Mataji, you are there and can you?
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhu. So so there were I think big number of non devotees. I think they are followers of Prabhuji and Mataji who came from Nepal. So we didn't know them, since they are not devotees, and Mataji also didn't know them. So that's what Mataji mentioned, that day in the morning that there will be more, because they advertise it on the social media. I think that's where they arrived, and they were following him from where he is staying. I think in somewhere in the south. So they came from there, and it was very nice. And Prabhuji gave lecture for them in Nepali, because they wanted Nepali language. They were more comfortable, and I think it's easy to go into knowledge, I think, in their own language. But the other Mataji, his wife, she was explaining her, um, explaining us actually in English. So it was okay. And Ratan Lala Prabhu also came with the family. Meena Mataji were there. Mm, Kanchan Mataji were there. And Arun Prabhu was there with her children, child and wife. Who else? I don't remember.
Dina Mataji.
Yeah, Meena Mataji, I said
No,
already.
Amina, Dina.
Oh, yeah, Dina Mataji. Yes, yes, his family. She was helping Mataji a lot. I went late because, but I could not help Mataji. But it was very good actually. There were so many questions. Prabhu took questions from everyone who had, and explained in English and Nepali also. So yeah, but it was more beneficial for non-devotees, this session. For us, I mean, it was very good, but even he could convince non. And there were some Buddhist, also Mataji's friends and neighbors, I think, so they had their own questions as well, which Prabhu was answering very well. Hare Krishna. And Prasadam was very good.
And thank you, Usha Mataji and Jagriti Mataji. Usha Mataji didn't come, Jagriti Mata didn't come, but they sent prasadam for them for our program. Thank you so much, Usha Mataji. Um, I was so happy then I couldn't say thank you. Um, Me and Hemlata Mataji yesterday morning we went Windsor or Slough. That
Sir,
is
for nursing Dev Yagna. So yeah,
Then back late.
so came late, so that's why
Yeah.
Mataji didn't have time to thank you, Usha Mataji, and I think Jagruti Mataji.
Yes.
Mataji don't have to say thank you, but sorry for couldn't come. So yeah, it was good to just yeah to be associated with devotees. But I'm really sorry because I just sent yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you,
are not
Mataji.
coming, but you send many prasad, Mataji. So everybody had that. Thank you.
So far, yeah, it was enough, Mataji. I didn't know, but yeah.
And Jai with Mataji also send message. She couldn't come. I think yes, Mataji, you send a message. Yes, Mataji.
I did, Mataji, and I'm so sorry. I had to go for practice elsewhere, and I couldn't come. So,
Yeah.
but I'm so glad everything went so well with you. You know, you worked so hard, your devotion, and you know, there's so much from coming from your heart. And I felt so bad I couldn't be there, but yeah, it's so difficult for me sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, that all of had Mataji. Don't worry. Next time again. Next year, I think.
Yeah, I do try. I'm working on my
But you
immediate
sent him a
family.
very nice word, nice. I cannot explain. So heart touching, Mataji. You sent me that. I feel so happy
No,
and proud,
it's
Mataji.
all it's Krishna's mercy on you, Mataji. It's nothing to do with us.
Yeah, I didn't do anything but manage everything here and there.
Mm, yeah, that's good. Good. I'm glad people came. Even the non-devotees, if they come and
Yes,
someone turns into a devotee, isn't that amazing?
they came their community hall. After that, they lunch in here. They dinner in my flat. Then they did Prabhuji's for nursing prayers. Then they gone. They are also happy. Mataji Prabhuji. Yeah. Then they are very tired. They have a three program already had. Then here four programs. So getting very tired. Then they live in Northampton. So Prabhuji also he drive his one. So here to there 12 o'clock again after morning time 7 o'clock. Mataji gave class in Manor. I think that yeah.
Yes, yes, yeah. And even in the ISKCON temple also she's
Yeah, yesterday was
gave, yeah.
retreat, Balaji. Soho temple. Yeah.
Mm, that's
They had yeah in Manor also meeting. They attend meeting class. Then they went to devotee house for lunch. Then again one Mataji's brother and sister-in-law. They went there. They came also here.
mm.
That's why they get tired, but class is nice, Mataji.
Is
I
it the first time? I don't know. They're not coming here for first time, are they?
yeah, they came first time, Mataji.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah. Very nice. It's really nice of them.
yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji, asking about that. Yesterday morning, I couldn't join because we need to go Mataji's house. Our god sister, she knows Hemlata Mataji. We met many time together, house program or retreat. That's why she invited us. Then Yasna was nice. We did we joined her Yasna and we did also Yasna. So yesterday also feel nice. Prabhuji.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji,
Yes.
for kindly sharing those moments. Yeah, associating with the devotees, it comes with us that devotees, they go through austerities and penances, and by their pure qualities, that is why we associate other devotees. So this is Sangha Dosha Harakite. तायेते साधवः साध्वी सर्वसङ्गविवर्जिताः सङ्गहतेषु अतते प्राज्ञः सङ्गदोषहराहिते. One has to pray for the association of the devotees so that if they have got any kind of material attachment or inauspicious things, sinful activities, everything will be nullified. Sangha dosha harahite. So that's why we need devotees always associate with them. Thank you so much, Gauri Mataji, for successfully doing all these activities. Okay, so that is from the updates point of view. We shall move to the next part, Ramayana. If you are all happy, unless you have got anything else. Okay, so in the Ramayana, so here Ramachandra, Sita Devi, Lakshmana, they are in the forest and they are spending very beautiful pastimes in the beautiful mountains, Chitrakuta mountain. In the last Sunday, we have seen how beauty it is with so much of birds, forest, and rivulets and elephants. So likewise, and then during that time, when the Rama was explaining to Sita, Sita was very happy about the hearing about those beauty comparatively to the town life or city life in the palace life. So in the forest, it is all nice. So during that time, they have heard the nice noise that it is rumbling of so many elephants, horses, chariots, and soldiers. So immediately, Ramachandra asked Lakshmana, "Can you find out what it is?" Then Lakshmana, he climbed a tall tree and looked at that. So Bharata is coming there. So by identifying the flag of the chariot, he see that one. He understood that it is Bharata, and immediately Lakshmana got very angry because of him. We are now exiled to the forest, so now I will just fight with him. Likewise, when immediately Lakshmana got angry, and later on, Rama says that don't think like that, oh Lakshmana, and saying that. So here it is a only Lakshmana wanted to be protective of Sita and Ramachandra. That's why he was mentioning. Um, so look carefully at the designs and try to determine whose army. So later on, Lakshmana says those statements. Lakshmana was a bit angry at the time. Uh, Lakshmana descended from the tree and picked up his weapons. He held his sword aloft. And today Kaikeyi, and who is so desirous of the kingdom, will be seized with sorrow, and she sees her son slain by me. I shall then kill her also. Let that drink the blood of all these warriors. Beasts of prey will drag about the corpse of elephants and horses, as well as thousands of men pierced by my arrows. Killing Bharata along with his army, I will repay my debt to my weapons. So this is the mood of Lakshmana. And immediately Rama replied gravely to the enraged Lakshman. These sentiments do not befit you, dear brother. The mighty Bharata has come here longing to see us, and you wish to greet him with weapons? I have given my word of honor to remain in the forest. How then can I forcefully take the kingdom from Bharata, thereby gaining a sovereignty stained with infamy? So Rama is trying to chastise Lakshman because of that behavior that do not befit you, oh dear brother. Okay, so this is where we have stopped in the last session. And again, we also read this particular next one. Feeling admonished by his brother, Lakshmana looked down and sheathed his sword. Rama continued, I will never accept a royal throne won at the cost of the death of my kinsmen. Indeed, I would only accept the kingdom for the pleasure and protection of my relatives, for I have no personal desire for sovereignty. If any joy should come to me that is not enjoyed by yourself, Bharata or Shatrugna, then let it be reduced to ashes. So Rama is sharing all whatever his thoughts with Lakshmana. Okay, so we shall read further. Can I request devotees take a turn and read? Usha Mataji, we go in the alphabetical reverse order. Would you like to read a page of paragraphs starting from Ramayana? So Mataji, is you available, Mataji? If Mataji is not immediately available, can I request Jai Mataji?
Prabhu? Yes,
Usha Mataji? Yes.
sorry, Prabhu. I just was getting my glasses. So. Okay,
Okay, yes, sure, Mataji.
Prabhu. Rama knew Bharata's heart. Bharat was no less devoted to him than Lakshman. He could understand why his brother had come to see him. He also longed to see Bharat. Comforting Lakshman, Rama said, when Bharat heard on my exile, I am sure he would have felt his heart overwhelmed with affection and his mind distracted by grief. After censuring Kaikeyi with harsh words, he no doubt left Ayodhya intent on bringing me back. Of this I feel certain. Lakshman felt ashamed to have spoken angrily about Bharat. He remembered the close and loving relationship the four brothers he enjoyed in childhood. Rama was right. Bharat could not possibly have come in a martial spirit. Lakshman, Lakshman blushed to Rama, continued. I cannot imagine Bharata harming us even in his mind. Ram said gently, "Ha- Has he somehow previously offended you, dear brother, so that you wax so wrathful toward him now? If you are set upon the slaughter of Bharat, then I shall order him to hand over the kingdom to you this very day. Certainly he will remain here in your place, clad in tree barks, clad in tree barks, with while you rule over this broad earth. Lak- Lakshmana shrank with the shame. It had been wrong of him to think so badly of Bharat. There was never a time when any malice or envy had been seen in that prince. Lakshman tried to make amends for his previous outburst.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.
So here, as soon as Rama speaks, and he speaks and putting through the facts that in their childhood, all Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna, they're all friendly and always sharing their love. So now, immediately, and Rama can understand that because uh, he's supreme personality of Godhead. But not only that, he has got all good qualities. People who has got all good qualities and who are not entangled in this material world, they can see everyone else as they are. Of course, Lakshmana is also like that. But here, Lakshmana mood is protective of Ramachandra and Sita Mata. That is attraction to the Lord only. If one has got angry, he can engage that angriness in the service of the Lord. So that is also good. So here, but still, because other people may be thinking in different way because of Lakshmana's anger. So here, Rama is trying to chastise Lakshmana with the putting the facts in front of him. And later on, Lakshmana felt ashamed to have spoken angrily about Bharata. And now he is remembering that close and loving relationship the four brothers enjoyed in the childhood. Rama was right. So there is no scope for the speculation. And he did not, so now Lakshmana understood that he did not come here to fight. Lakshmana now he is blushed as Rama continued. And if it is that your mind, I cannot imagine Bharata harming us even in his mind, Rama said gently. So after that, again, oh Lakshmana, if you want it to be like that, then I will ask Bharata to hand over the kingdom to you. So now, as soon as it is putting him in Lakshmana into the higher position that if it is kingdom or for the sake of the kingdom, then Lakshmana he shrank with shame. And then now he had been wrong of him to think of so badly of Bharata. There was never so now here what Bharata is doing. What is meant? Bharata he was censured by many people initially to test him. To test him. As soon as he came to Ayodhya, and immediately he heard the bad news. And later on, many people they might be thinking like, oh, the Bharata might wanted the kingdom, something like that. Many people. So starting from Kaushalya and later on, and the ministers, Bharata had to prove to everyone else that he does not have any malicious intentions towards Ramachandra or Sita Mata. He had to prove. Even Bharadwaja Rishi also tried to test. Bharata means, so we are all Bharatas who have taken the uh, birth in the Bharata Bhumi, who have taken the birth in the Bharata, so they're all called Bharatas only. So one has to go through all these kind of tribulations in one's life. One has to prove at every place. Okay, so again, there was never a time when any malice or envy had been in that prince. Lakshmana tried to make amends for his previous outburst. Okay, so here Lakshmana is now trying to contemplate. Okay, we shall continue another page of paragraphs. Can I request Jai Vaid Mataji to read next page, Mataji?
Hare Krishna, yes, thank you. It must be as you say, dear Rama. I think the mighty armed emperor himself has personally come here, accompanied by Bharata. Our father will doubtlessly try to persuade us to return, handing you the sovereignty refused by Bharata. Indeed, I saw father's gigantic elephant, Shatrunjay, rocking about at the end of the army as it marched. From their vantage point on the mountainside, Rama could see the army coming into view. Spotting the king's elephant, he felt a sudden apprehension. Why was there no white umbrella held over its back? Shatrunjay would not have come without the king, unless, that is, there was no king. Ram was fearful. Along with Lakshman and Sita, he waited near his hut for Bharata's arrival. Thank you. Do you want me to continue or finish here?
Continue, Mataji.
Okay, sorry. When they reached the mountain, Bharata detailed a number of expert trackers to go in search of Rama's hermitage. He himself went ahead on horseback and began searching on foot when he reached the dense forest on the mountainside. Accompanied by Vasishtha and other Brahmins, Bharata pressed ahead into the forest, anxious to see his brothers. He said to Vasishtha, "Blessed is this mountain reach, O sage, where Ram and Sita now roam. How fortunate is Lakshman, who always beholds the moon-like face of Ram. I long to hold Rama's feet on my head. There will be no peace for me until I see him duly consecrated and seated upon Ayodhya's throne." Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So now, as soon as Ramchandra understand, it must be as you say, dear Rama, and Lakshmana also mentions that there is a elephant named Shatrunjaya. So it belongs to Dasharatha. And when he sit on that elephant, there is white umbrella. Generally, it goes like that. White umbrella is on top of the king. And now Rama could see that in a view that there is no white umbrella held over its back, and Shatrunjaya would not have come out without the king. So now he is a bit sudden apprehension. So he is thinking what could have happened. So now he is waiting at his hut, at his hut for Bharata's arrival. That is one side, and in the other side, Bharata is just coming with all the um, his soldiers and the expert attackers to go in search of Rama's hermitage, and he is glorifying that mountain. See how blessed this mountain is, and then because of presence of Rama and Sita, and Bharata is presenting his mood that I wanted to keep the feet of Ramchandra on top of my head as well. I long to hold Rama's feet on my head. There will be no peace for me until I see him duly consecrated and seated upon Ayodhya's throne. So he wanted to see Rama on the throne. That is Bharata's desire. So he is accompanied by Vasishtha and other Brahmins. Likewise, in that mood, Bharata is entering into the forest to search for Ramchandra. Okay, we shall go continue further. Can I request next Hemlata Mataji to read next page of paragraphs?
Hare Krishna. Bharat climbed a tall tree and gazed all around. Upon seeing a column of smoke, he summarized it to be coming from Rama's hermitage. Rejoicing, he descended quickly and went in that direction, confident that they were now close to Ram. He sent Vashisht back to bring the queens. Then, along with Shatrughna and Guha, I don't know who is Guha, he went as quickly as possible up the mountain slope. As they arrived in a plateau, they suddenly burst into a clearing and saw there, on a level piece of ground, Ram's hut. Ram and Lakshman were sitting in front of the leafy cottage. Bharat saw the sacrificial fire placed on an altar surrounded by blades of kusha grass. Hanging on the sides of the hut were two long bows, plated with gold and shining like rainbows. Large quivers filled with fearful looking around stood by the bows, along with two great shields adorned with gold ear gra- engravings. A couple of swords hung by the bows. I don't know what is bows. Sheathed in silver and gold. When Bharata saw Ram dressed as an ascetic, his hair matted, he let out a cry and fell prostrate. Rising up again, he gazed with tear filled eyes at his beloved brother, who appeared like Brahma, seated in his celestial assembly hall. Ram turned and smiled at Bharat, who, along with Shatrughna, was rushing towards him, stumbling even as he ran over level ground. Bharat swiftly approached Ram and fell before him. In a choked voice, he began to lament. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. So here, this is in the past days. In order to identify, first of all, they look the smoke. So whenever Lakshmana was saying, just kindly switch off all this the fire, and then now let Sita Mata go into the cave, and then I will guard here. So this is Bharata. As soon as also seeing the column of smoke, he's surmised it to be coming from the Rama's hermitage. This is how to identify whether the people are there in the forest or not. Okay, so and then he rejoicing. So he got inspired that there is some kind of a clue that Rama is here. And then he got down from, and then sending Vasishtha to bring the queens Kaushalya, Sumitra, Kaikeyi, and then he went along with Shatrugna and Guha. Guha knows very all these techniques in the forest. He is also friend of Ramachandra. So, and then they just went into the mountain, and then once they go up on top of the mountain, there they would see the plateau. It is the plain surface and the forests. That is where generally people or ashramas would be there. And then he saw that burst into clearing and saw there suddenly burst in plateau. And then on the leveled piece of ground, Rama's hut and Rama and Lakshmana were sitting in front of the leafy cottage. He saw the sacrificial fire placed on the altar surrounded by blades of kusha grass. So here, every description is given here. What kind of activities Rama and Lakshmana do in day-to-day basis. So sacrificial fire placed on an altar surrounded by blades of kusha grass hanging on the sides of the hut were two long bows. Their bows, Rama and Lakshmana's bows, plated with gold and shining like rainbows. Large quivers filled with fearful looking arrows stood by the bows. Bow is the bow, Gandiva bow. Arjuna bow name is Gandiva. Likewise, Rama's bow name is Kodanda. So likewise, they have got their weapons here, along with their shields adorned with gold engravings, a couple of swords hung by the bows, seated in silver and gold. Okay, that is all of their weapons there. And also, as soon as Bharata see them, and immediately he will Dandavat Pranam. Uh, as soon as one sees the Lord, one has to do this Dandavat Pranam, fell prostrate. तद्दर्शनेन आगत सात्वसखौ अवन्दताङ्गो विनमय दण्डवत्. It's a Dandavat Pranam with so much of respect and humbleness. This is fell prostrate. Raising up again, he gazed with tear-filled eyes at his beloved brother, and who appeared like a Brahma. So Rama is now appearing like a Brahma sitting in his assembly hall, and Rama looking at Bharata and smiling with along with the Shatrugna, he is looking at them. Uh, so here Bharata swiftly approached Rama and fell before him. In a choked voice, he began to lament. Now Rama is smiling, looking at Bharata and Shatrugna. Rama did not know yet about what has happened. Now he simply understands Bharata and Shatrugna has come here. Okay, so next, can I request Gauringi Mataji to read next page of paragraphs, Mataji? Gauringi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Would you like to read the next one page of paragraphs, Mataji?
Prabhuji, you calling me, Prabhuji?
Yes, would you like to read Mataji this page?
Okay, okay, Prabhuji, I got here. Okay. Uh, this also alas, Prabhuji. How can I pronounce
Yes.
Prabhuji? Alas?
Alas.
Alas. Alas, here is my elder brother who deserves to sit in a royal assembly. Is seated stayed now in the company of dear. Bharata cried. What a cruel destiny. Here is that uh, ex, exalted soul who should wear garments worth many thousands wearing the barks of trees. All this in is on my account. Way to me, condemned by all the world. Sobs stifled Bharata's voice as he lay near Rama, his hand stretched towards his brother's feet. His face was covered with perspiration, uh, and he called out, "Oh my brother, oh my brother, my noble brother." Shatrugna also shed tears and bowed before Rama. Rama and Lakshman quickly got up and closely embraced both of their brothers. The four princes coming together appeared as if the sun and moon had conjoined with Venus and Jupiter in the heavens. Rama asked Bharata what had brought him always from Ayodhya, so, surprised to see him with matted looks and wearing a deer skin. Rama said, "Why have you come here without our father, dearest brother? I hope all is well in Ayodhya. As long as father live, you should surely wait upon him with great attention. Still, I am glad to see you here, although you appear pale, pale, and pale and emaciated. Why the ascetic dresses? Noble Bharata, I think your love for me must be very deep. Rama gently stroked Bharata's head. Looking up, he saw Guha standing at a distance with a fold plums, and he smiled at him. Rama was fully mm, absorbed in loving exchange with his friend and relatives, feeling pain and concern to see Bharata's condition. He continues to speak. I hope you have not lost the kingdom due to immediately and inexperience. Surely you know all the facts of diplomacy and kindly since, O powerful prince. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
I
Krishna. Thank
mistake
you.
probably.
No, Mataji, you read very beautifully.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Okay, so here, Bharata, as soon as he sees Ramchandra, he's saying, "Oh Ram, so you should be in a throne in the Ayodhya, but I'm seeing you in the tree barks. So on my account, woe to me, condemned by all the world." So he is now still um, condemning himself because of on his account that Rama has got this condition. And sobs stiffened Bharata's voice as he lay near Rama, and his hand stretched toward brother's feet, and his face was covered with perspiration, and he called out, "Oh my brother, my noble brother." Shatrugna also, he is also crying before Ramchandra, bowed before Rama. And later on, Rama and Lakshmana quickly got up and closely embraced both of their brothers. The four princes coming together appeared as if the sun and moon and conjoined with Venus and Jupiter. So sun and moon, it is so beautiful. We every day we see sun and moon, but occasionally Jupiter and Venus. So Jupiter is the Brihaspati, is the preceding deity of this Jupiter, and Venus is the Buddha, and Buddha is like mentioned. It's a very beautiful pastime of this Buddha and Jupiter and the moon. So moon, Jupiter's Brihaspati's wife Tara. So once moon he just kidnaps Tara and then a child was begotten. But Jupiter claims that it is my child. Later on, Tara mentions that it is the son of Moon, that is Buddha. It is the Venus. Okay, so but that's a beautiful pastime. But here there are four brothers appearing like that sun, moon, Venus, and Jupiter in the heavens. And then Rama asked Bharata what had brought him away from the Ayodhya. Why you have come here, my dear brother? And why and Rama is surprised to see Bharata in the matted locks. So Bharata has come to the forest, and when he was coming to the place where Rama, Lakshmana, and Sita stayed at a Guha's hut during the time, Bharata also looking at that place. I also wanted to be like Ramachandra, where Ramachandra has matted his hair and got into the tree bark dresses. And Bharata also asked Guha, just make me also like Ramachandra. I do not want to enjoy in a royal dresses like that. I wanted to be like ascetic. Whatever Ram has made himself like that, I wanted to be like that. So, and now Bharata is appearing like that in front of Ramachandra. So he's saying, why have you come here without our father, dearest brother? I hope all is well in Ayodhya. As long as father lives, you should surely wait upon him with great attention. Still, I am glad to see you here. Although you appear pale and emaciated, why the ascetic dress, noble Bharata? I think your love for me uh, must be very deep. So likewise, Rama is trying to exchange the loving words. Gently stroked Bharata's head. Looking up, he saw Guha standing at a distance with folded palms, and he also smiled at him. Rama was fully absorbed in loving exchanges with his friends and relatives, and feeling pain and concern to see Bharata's condition, he continued to speak. I hope you have not lost the kingdom due to immaturity and inexperience. Surely you know all the facets of diplomacy and kingly science, O powerful prince. And one side he is appreciating his prowess, kingly science, and other side he is not happy looking at Bharata in the ascetic dress. So likewise, it is a loving exchanges between with his friends and relatives. Okay, so just let me read a few lines, a few paragraphs, and then we'll stop here. By way of living instruction, Ram asked after many aspects of the kingdom. He inquired if the people were properly protected, the animals cared for, the army well maintained, and the Brahmins given sufficient charity. Bharata listened respectfully as his elder brother spoke. I see here all my mothers, said Rama. Indeed, it seems that the entire kingdom of Koshala has accompanied you, dear Bharata. This gives rise to grave doubts in my mind. Please tell me why you have all arrived here today, for you have aroused my curiosity. Now, immediately Rama understood that there is something has happened. So, it he is concerned now here by looking at the Kaushalya, Sumitra, and Kaikeyi. Now they are in a white dresses, widow dresses. Now, immediately Rama's mind it got grave doubts. And he's immediately started asking, tell me why you have all arrived here today, for you have aroused my curiosity. Now Bharata knelt before Rama, clasping his feet. And, and, and then slowly he need to tell that bad news. Dear Rama, the act perpetrated by my mother was wicked and never approved by me, casting you into the forest and afflicting the whole of Ayodhya with unbearable pain. She hoped to see me installed as the king. This will never happen. Please return now with us, O Raghava, and take your rightful position as ruler of this world. Be kind to me and to all these people, O tiger among men. And Rama felt compassion for Bharata. Now he questioned him again. What need is there for your adopting this mode of ascetic life, dear Bharata? The order of our father is that you become the king. I too stand enjoined by our father to remain here in the forest. Our pious father's order is supreme. Therefore, without censuring your mother Kaikeyi, you should enjoy the kingdom. For myself, I am happier staying here in obedience to our father than I would be in attaining to the imperishable abode of Brahma. So here Rama is clearly mentioning it is the Pitru Vakya Paripalana. So whatever father says, that is the instruction to the son to be followed. That is the highest instruction. So Brahma says that etavati eva susrusha karya pitari putrakaihi bhadamiti anumanyeta gauravena gururvachaha. Brahma says that if a child is following the instructions of the father with so much of respect and Gauravena, respect, Gurur Vachaha, towards the, with so much of respect towards the words of the father and Guru, that is the highest perfection of life of a son, as a son. So here, that Ramachandra he is mentioning. So because I haven't got any other feelings except for following the instruction of my father. See, this is for myself. I'm happier staying here in the obedience to our father than I would be in attaining to the imperishable abode of Brahma. So you are given instruction that you become the king by the father. So you should be like that. Be a king. Why are you here? So our pious father's order is supreme. Our pious father's order is supreme. So this is one has to go through the authority all the time. In a home, one has to hear the instruction of the father, instruction of the husband. If one is doing all good things, but if it is not approved by husband, if wife is doing all kinds of vratas, but not approved by husband, that would not give good results. It will not be fructified. And also child is doing all great things, but it is not approved by a pious father. It does not give good results. So this is always one has to go through the authority. This is Sanatana Dharma. One has to go through the authorities only. And if you are working in offices, one has to follow his line manager's instructions. That is the highest for him. Even though it is wrong, it doesn't matter. He should not be attaching to the results of his activity. Then Lord will protect. Lord will protect because they are following the order. That's why Lord will protect both the father and son. Okay, so therefore, without censuring your mother Kaikeyi, you should enjoy the kingdom. So for myself, I am happier staying here in obedience to our father. Okay, likewise, Ramchandra is saying, let us see what if there is any check out. And now Bharata's head sank. He knew his elder brother's mind. It would be impossible to convince Rama to transgress an order given by his elders. Still, he felt impelled to try. He could not possibly take the throne in place of Rama. With a heavy heart, Bharata informed Rama of what had happened in Ayodhya. Okay, so we shall stop here. Now, Bharata has conveyed that Dasharatha has left his body and all the even funeral ceremony is also completed, and then he has come here in search of Ramchandra. So with that one, we stop here. Now we shall continue on the next Sunday. I request dear devotees, if you have got any questions, kindly ask, or you wanted to share anything, kindly share. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I have one question about Ramayana. Is this following, is it Valmiki's Ramayana exactly?
Yes.
How is this being done?
Yes, it is Valmiki Ramayana and it is converted into according to Krishna Dharma ISKCON by Bhakti Vikas Swami Maharaj. His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Swami Maharaj.
Okay, thank
Okay, Maharaj. Any other questions or sharings? Okay, so if there are no further questions or sharings, reflections, then we shall conclude and continue with further japa. Okay, so we
Hare
shall
Krishna, Prabhu. Yeah.
ready.
No, Prabhu. Yeah, just said reading Ramayana is so good, Prabhu. And then how Bharata and then Rama have that love relationship exchanging with and then before the water in Lakshmana's mind, and then he felt so like same about thinking about Bharata, how he was like so loving with Ram, and then Ram was saying, okay, you were just like that fulfilled the father's desire, but Bharata was happy to as I become a king, and yeah, it's really so beautiful. When we just thank you, Prabhu, for your time. Very nice.
Thank you, Mataji. So here, one reflection one can understand. We need to compose ourselves, be calm and quiet. Don't get agitated your mind until all the facts are in front of us and hearing everyone's. And especially when elders are there, we need to wait for the orders of the elders, instruction of elders, like that. So sometimes we may that in a enthusiasm we may speak so many things, but we need to allow the father or the husband to take the decision, wait upon them, and whatever they say, yes or no, we simply carry out, even it is yes right or not right, we simply follow their decision. Okay, so this is all teaching us the good manners. Bhadamiti anumanyeta gauravena gururvachaha, with respect towards the elders and spiritual masters and father, husband, like that. Okay, so thank you so much, Mataji. Okay, so we shall thank Dutta Mataji. Have you got anything, Mataji, to share?
No, Prabhu, I'm okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Gauringi Mataji,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
you want to share anything, Mataji, from the Ramayana reflection?
Okay. What did you say, Prabhuji? I can't hear properly.
Do you want to share anything on Ramayana, Mataji, on this?
No, Prabhuji, Mataji, they are explained about the Ramayana, so I don't have anything, Prabhuji. They are all Banvas this time, yeah, Prabhuji. Then Bharat also meet to them. So now Ramchandra didn't know his father passed away. Just I understood that, Prabhuji. That's
Mataji.
it. Yeah.
So now, at the end of this paragraph, Bharata just simply informed Rama of what has happened in Ayodhya. Okay. After loving exchanges, the conversations happened.
Oh, okay.
The last statement, but later on, Rama will continue.
Okay, Prabhuji. Yeah, yes, this is nice reading, Prabhuji. We remind again. Sorry, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. So that is from Ramayana. Okay, so the devotees are happy, then we shall conclude and continue with the japa. Okay, we shall conclude. Panchakalpatarubhyascha कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. अनंतकोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. Hare Krishna conscious day, everyone.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.